going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. Sorry I'm a day late because my computer was down yesterday. As you can see, I'm in a different spot. The background looks different because I finished my room. No longer living in a construction zone, and I finally figured out what was wrong with my microphone. God, man, I noticed the sound has been very, very muffled. I think I just fixed it, but anyways, just this week, I officially doubled my futures trading account. That's a huge thing. So I put $2,000 into my futures trading account, and we're now sitting over 4K. That's huge for me. And I probably would have doubled a lot sooner, but there was a little bit of a learning curve with futures and learning which thing is what and how crazy it is. So honestly, if you only have $2,000 to trade in futures market, I would stick with micro Bitcoin futures because the price can swing pretty bad, and it's not gonna kill you too bad too quickly, you know. But if you start trading like the US dollar or silver, and you get a spike, yeah, it can do some pretty gnarly damage very quickly. And the problem is it took me a while to figure out exactly, you know, because there's a daily allowance of margin. This is what you need for those trades. It's like $600-700, right, for two different things. But the overnight margin is much bigger than that. So I think the day margin for micro Bitcoin is like $500. So if I wanted to day trade micro Bitcoin futures, I need $500 of margin in my account available. If you want to hold Bitcoin, micro Bitcoin futures overnight, it was $2,200, but now it's $2,700 because price keeps going up. So I need another like 2K. I need to get to 6K, and then I'll be able to open a second position Bitcoin long. But I did have a couple of, I had a bad loss in the DXY, and I had a bad loss in silver in the beginning, kind of learning like, ooh, shit. Yeah. Don't want to do that. So, but basically, this thing is not going to work. Yep. Epic Pen is failing me once again. But yeah, I bought down in this area here. I probably could have doubled by here. But because of my losses, we're now doubling here. So, I mean, for the crypto market, it seemed it's been slow. It's been slow. It's been sideways. Not much action. It goes up one day and down the next. And I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'm fine with that because it's giving me more time to get more money and pile it in as quickly as I can. And obviously, the longer Bitcoin goes sideways, the bigger the upside potential is. But I think we're getting close here, guys. Bitcoin is creeping up. It's creeping up on all-time highs. Let's try to reload this. Nope. I have to restart my computer. That's insane. But anyways. Yeah, we're creeping up on all-time highs. You can see we had a flag formation. We broke out, another consolidation. Oh, popped up. We got a strong buy signal here. And now I think this right here is going to form some sort of correction. This is going to turn into some sort of correction pattern right before all-time highs. And if it breaks through, or when it breaks through, I mean, this could come down, might come down a little bit more, create a flag or something. But I think once Bitcoin breaks this all-time high area and starts to launch, that's when we're going to see XRP, XLM, all these other tokens kind of take off. I mean, XRP and XLM look absolutely, like, chart-wise, these things look freaking amazing. Like, when you zoom way out and not be so focused on, like, what's happening in the now, zoomed out, these things look so good. Like, it's insane how good these look. Bigger picture. Yeah, it might be a while. Could be tomorrow. Could be in a week. But I think this is an opportunity right here. XLM, man, looks... Yeah, this looks really good. And I think everybody knows it. I think everybody knows it. So right now, my biggest position is an XRP. Under that is XLM. Under that is XCN. And then I have a few other: ACH, SPA, SYN. And I threw a little bit in the Trump coin. But it's the whole gold and silver argument, right? Because, had I thrown... See, I don't know that I would have as much gold, though, because it's so expensive. But let's say if I rewind back to when I started buying silver, which was a lot less expensive, and instead put it in gold, yeah, I think I would have probably gained more right now. But historically, silver outperforms gold on a percentage basis. So, us working class that have less money to work with, it seems like silver is the better bet, right? If you're trying to make more. And then I think Bitcoin obviously is like gold, right? I would love to have a bunch of Bitcoin, but it's expensive. So I'm trying to use the futures market to leverage the money I do have and put some in Bitcoin. But I look at XRP, XLM, and some of these smaller tokens, maybe like silver, because they'll probably outperform Bitcoin on a percentage basis from where we are right now. And then eventually, I might cash in some of my silver and roll it right into gold when the gold to silver ratio gets under control. And then maybe, at some point I might sell some of my smaller cryptos, not all of them, but some of them, and roll it into Bitcoin. When this Bitcoin dominance chart starts to calm down. And we could have a little higher to go, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, guys, I could go off on a rant for hours upon hours upon hours. I just, I gotta catch myself. And, yeah, we gotta be patient. I mean, but look at the chart, man. Look at the chart. I don't see how anyone's bearish on this. I don't. I really don't. Bitcoin is hovering around all-time highs. We get a consolidation and a break of all-time highs, and it's going to set everything off. And we could be very, very close. I think if had the Fed lowered interest rates, maybe that would have been the catalyst. We don't know what the catalyst is. That's the funny thing with charts and the way things move, is you don't know exactly what the catalyst will be. It could be anything. It could be a tweet. It could be something Trump says. It could be something that happens. It could be anything. But this is based on human emotion, history, and it's weird how it all works. And the timing of things. Like, oh, price is coming down. It just happens to hit the trend line at this exact time. when this happens. And it's like, how the hell does that work? But it does somehow. It's not a guarantee, but we can use this to make educated guesses and hopefully make a shit ton of money doing it. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up. See you later.